Hey folks, today I want to talk a little bit about Remnant from the Ashes. This is a third-person action RPG slash shooter, and it's probably better described as a Dark Souls with guns. Yep, I died. Remnant was originally released in August of 2019, and as of the time of this video, the game is being offered free of charge for PC in the Epic Store. The offer ends August 20th, 2020, so if you're watching this after that day, then hopefully you took advantage of it. Otherwise, sorry? Oh, and also, hello from the past, I guess. The game is developed by Gunfire Games and published by Perfect World Entertainment. They've worked on other games like the Darksider series and another possibly less known game called Chronos. That's actually a virtual reality game. Anyways, so this game is pretty cool, I have to say. I've always liked the Dark Souls type of games, although I normally find them a little too punishing. But between you and me, that's mostly due to me being terrible. Remnant takes a lot of ideas from the Dark Souls series, but it isn't as hard in my opinion. Granted, I'm not super far in the game yet, but from what I have seen at this point, it really doesn't seem as hard. Part of it may be due to the game being a little bit more linear, where Dark Souls pretty much throws you in a giant world full of nooks and crannies waiting to be discovered. Remnant has somewhat of a story that you follow through, and as you do, you complete quests and goals for the main storyline. This allows it to be a bit more structured and easier for players to get their bearings. Combat is also quite similar to Dark Souls, although there aren't nearly as many melee weapon options. Notice, however, I said melee. That's because Remnant, again, is a shooter too. So you start out with a melee weapon and two firearms. So in a way, this probably means Remnant is more of a shooter than a traditional action RPG. Enemies are fairly tough and they do deal plenty of damage. There's the occasional random mob that spawns seemingly out of nowhere, and if you're not paying attention, that alone can send you to your grave. There are bosses, which are obviously harder than the regular mobs. In fact, the first time I died in the game was from a boss fight, and that first boss took me a good 9 to 10 attempts before I could emerge victorious. Firearms can be assigned mods, which act sort of as abilities. I won't go into detail so as to not spoil any of that, but they do seem to have varied effects. Your melee weapon cannot be assigned a mod, by the way. As you play the game, you'll learn talent points, which you can use to distribute amongst a few stat elements. Something I found pretty cool is that new categories keep unlocking as you play, and you can level those up too. There are various consumables, equipment for you to wear, key items to find, etc. And then there's the multiplayer. See, you can play Remnant with up to 2 other players. That makes for a drastically different gameplay experience. Perhaps you enjoy playing more with your friends. I love playing co-op and online multiplayer, but I'm really enjoying this game solo. I guess you can say I enjoy running around in this game pooping my pants in real life every time a mob jumps at me. It's great playing with a headset too, so that the creepy enemy sounds are close to your ears. My heart's pounding just talking about it. Actually, I should probably get back to it. Before I go though, what about you? Are you playing it? Did you play it already when it was first released? Are you playing solo? Are you playing co-op? Let me know in the comments below what your experience with it has been. Alright folks, that's it for now. I hope you have an excellent day and thanks for watching.